You guys have to be aware of the compound effect. You see, if you guys understood that when you put in little inputs every single day, the output becomes inevitable. When you constantly align yourself with your goals, purpose, and potential and the person God created you to be, it is inexorable for you not to achieve it. It's not possible. Albert Einstein once said, if you constantly align yourself, if you vibrationally align yourself with the things that you want, you cannot help but get them. That's all it takes, is 100% alignment every single day at 100% focused. You see, if you're constantly focused, constantly disciplined, and constantly consistent, constantly persistent, constantly moving towards your goal, your goal is going to appear. You will win. I'm so sick of everybody just overcomplicating the process of success. Everybody I know, my parents, my family, every person I ever met, they don't move anywhere, and that's because they don't know what they could have. And it's another reason why they maybe, and if they did know what they could have, they're too scared to kill the person they are to become the person that they want to become, the person they want to be. They're too scared to let go of their inhibitions, of their fears, what they, scared of what people think about them, scared of losing their money or failure itself, because they don't know that every failure brings them one step closer to success. Every failure is an equivalent seed. Every failure brings the equivalent seed of success. They don't understand that when you lose your money, you get your money right back. It's just it's one step closer to success. And what other people think of you, it does not mean a single thing. They're going to forget everything in the next 5 minutes. And if you constantly worry about other people's opinions your whole life, you're never going to move to the next step. You're never going to be able to get out of that comfort zone to move towards the best version of yourself. Everybody lives their one life worrying about other people's opinions, and rather than being the person they were created to be. Don't be that person. It's not that complicated. All you have to do, you see, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it is not easy. It is simple, but it is not easy. It's very straightforward. You simply look at your purpose and you pursue it and put enough persistence towards it until it becomes your reality. It's that simple. It's that simple. You just have to have a goal and then pursue and persist at that goal for long enough until it comes to reality, until the harvest comes. Because when you put in enough inputs every single day, the output is inevitable. It will come. Stop overcomplicating it. And if you have trouble finding what your purpose is, simply ask yourself, if I can do something for the rest of my life, what would it be? What would it be? Because you will find that is what you love to do. That is what you are most in control in. That is where you are happy. That is your purpose, your passion. And you will, and in today's age, you can turn that passion, that purpose, what you love to do, into a career very, very easily. And you see, your purpose should be consisted of helping people. Whatever it is, you see. For example, if your purpose was being outdoors, you were fishing, hunting, hiking, swimming, all that stuff, you would post all that stuff, and then you would attract that audience that like the same things that you do, and then you could drop a product on that same niche with the same audience that likes the same things that niche is on, because you attracted the same people that like the same things that you do. So you could also make an income for yourself, but also teach others to do the same thing that you do. You see, you want to help other people you want to help other people and show them that it is possible. It is possible, and it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard. And it's not complex. It's simple, but it is not easy. You want to show people that fulfilling their purpose and potential and becoming financially free with their purpose is possible. It's possible. And on top of that, the government also has less control the more you help people. And the way to move towards that purpose every single day is to have discipline. And in today's world, I think people confuse discipline for love. You see, a lot of people doing things every single day, and people think that's discipline. Yeah, it's discipline, but it's mostly love. You see, they're doing it because they love to do it. They're doing it because they have enough love for themselves, love for their family, love for God, love for their future to do it. You see, discipline comes from love. You're not going to have enough discipline, enough drive, and thrive and strive persistently, constantly, consistently towards something ever if you don't have love for it. It's not possible. You're not going to do it. That's why you need to love what you do. And that's why you will only achieve prosperity with pursuing your purpose. Because you're not going to make an abundant amount of money at anything else besides your purpose, because you're not going to work on it hard enough to do it. Stop thinking you got to be the smartest person in the world to achieve greatness. You don't got to be the smartest person in the world. You don't got to have a special education. You don't got to have a good appearance. You simply have to have a drive. And you cannot have a drive if you do not have love and a purpose. You must know where you're going, and you must have love towards what you're going towards, or you're not going to move towards it. It's that simple, bro. Figure those two things out, and you will succeed. Again, stop overcomplicating the process of success. And I know you might be looking at me like, bro, why would I listen to you, bro? You're not success, bro. You're sitting here on the ground on a road in Plymouth, PA, with no income. And that's totally agreeable. I can totally see where you're coming from. But you see, as what I'm doing right now is a part of my habit and process and routine. You see, and from this little input right here, recording at this camera, it will eventually lead to a big audience. And off this audience, I will attract the people that like the same things that I do, which then I can help. And even through my videos, I am helping people if you implement and intentively and take my instructions and put your ego and pride and arrogancy to the side and really taking my information that I have accumulated and compounded from watching over 1,000 hours of psychology, metaphysics, philosophy, Brian Tracy, Jim Proctor, Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, and all the great people, so on, Napoleon Hill. I've taken in enough information to give out information. I do have water in my cup, but people do not believe I have water in my cup, you see. And what I mean by that is, you cannot pour water into a cup with no water in your cup. And that reference, that metaphor is applying to, you cannot help people if you do not have what they want. Nobody's going to take advice from someone who's not in the shoes that you want to be in. But when I grow a large enough audience, I can then drop courses, ebooks, one-on-ones. I can drop a product. I can drop digital products. I can do whatever I want off of growing this audience. You see, and I never, and anybody who's watching this and they're like, oh, I don't want to record and it's bad, bro. I'm too scared. You see, I didn't like recording either. I was never a cameraman. I never wanted to be in front of a camera. But you see, honestly, in today's world, you have to put yourself in front of the camera because that's the only way you're going to achieve greatness. It truly is, and that might sound silly or stupid, but that really is the fact. You're never going to achieve a large amount of influence or anything unless you do it through the internet. And you might hear the word influence and be like, I don't care about influence. Well, the thing is, you should care about influence, because when you influence, you can influence people for the better. You can influence them to change the world. And the world needs a better changing than it ever did right now. You see, the evil is in control. The government runs everybody. They have shaped and reprogrammed and conditioned and convinced everybody that they are nothing. They are worthless. They cannot have and do anything they could possibly imagine. They force them to work jobs. They condition everybody to tell each other what you can or can't do, be realistic, get a real job, because, they were conditioned in school that way. And as soon as they got told that so many times, due to the illusory truth effect, they believed it. Because whatever you hear, read, or think, you will believe it, even if it's totally false. See, that's why it's so important for you to help people. Because you can help people escape the matrix. You can help people be disobedient towards the government. You could help people be liberated. You can help people and help them have discernment over their lives and self-realization that they can have, be, and do whatever they could possibly imagine with their life if all they had to do is just believe in themselves. You see, Henry Ford once said, if you believe you can or can't, you are right. See, you will always act in a manner consistent with your beliefs. The law of belief says that. And the best way and the only way to reprogram your belief system is to continuously tell yourself within the first 10 to 60 minutes when you wake up is, I am worthy. I am worthy. And it might sound a little corny, but it's a very effective method. I am worthy. I am unstoppable. It is possible, because you will start to believe it. And when you believe it, you see, your thoughts lead to beliefs, your beliefs lead to actions, your actions determine your results. So if you want to change your results, you're not satisfied with your external world, you must first change your internal world, your beliefs. Because your results are simply a result of your beliefs. Your beliefs are equivalent to your reality. To change your reality, you have to change your beliefs, bro. You have to understand that. If you want to keep living in that same autopilot, keep living the same day over and over again, not moving nowhere, moving away from the purpose and potential every single day, bro, because there is no neutral. There is no neutral. You're either going back away from your goals or towards it, bro. That's why it's so important to move towards it, because you only have so much time. Time is your most valuable currency. You have to use it wisely, because you're not going to have it forever. It's limited. So that's why I would advise you to use it towards your purpose and potential positively, because it's either a positive or negative. You're either going towards or away.